Hey up, Titus Pétange fans! You might immediately see something different. We have become manager of the Luxembourg national team, alongside obviously our club management of Titus Pétange. It is massive, massive news. No, the games are not going to be international focused. They will only be big international games or significant international games for Luxembourg when they come. But it's major news that we have now taken over from the retiring old manager. Let's see if we can get his name on screen. Managers before me was Christoph Wagner, who's just retired, so I can't click on him. But congratulations to him. He retired from management. He managed the team for 6 years, and that opening immediately made me start. I think I just jumped into action, to be honest, because I didn't really want to force anyone out the job, since there is a space, and now that Luxembourg are looking to actually get international final tournaments, I might as well slip myself into the position. And talking about slipping into positions, we also got like loads of staff members from Titus Pétange, with our assistant manager being Andreas Paradiso. The only person from the old staff group that we've kept is the under-19s manager, Rafael Dervic. Yes, him. One big problem with all of this is that I offered my under-18s manager the under-21s manager's job at Luxembourg, and I didn't expect him to drop his club commitments, but he dropped his club commitments, so we had to grab ourselves a new under-18s manager. Talking about the staff from our club, wanted to bring you up to speed with the tutoring, the special tutoring that we're giving our ex-players, because we didn't talk about it last season. Last season's selection was Rob Brain. Welcome back, Rob Brain. Under-18s coach. Let's have a look at the random potential that was given to him. 176. And that's not bad at all. We're going to transfers, transfer history, and we will have a look at the person that I'm looking to bring in this season to be our special tutored ex-player. It would be Mil Reinders. Obviously, I'm trying to get players that people remember. Mil Reinders does fit that bill. He's actually not bad already, which is a good base, but with the random potential ability, it could be absolutely fantastic. So we're going to try and bring him in. We'll obviously need to make space somewhere along the line. And eventually we will have a massive staff team of all ex-players, which will be really, really amazing. You might have seen it with the tally here. We have sold a lot of players, which means that our finances have recovered quite significantly. £815 million in the bank balance so far. And how have we managed to do that? Right, so first inwards player, Jeremy Lebart, who came in right at the start of the summer. He was an interesting proposition because he's a forward, but he's definitely not a forward. This wheel suggests that he's a winger. He's got 2 good feet. He can't really finish. His crossing's not bad. He's probably career is going to be on the wing. But it's nice to have him, and he's already growing, which is awesome. Pretty significant deal, but nothing to break the bank at 18 million from Lille. And other inwards, 2 duds, Galvan, actually now off to Monterrey. That was a very quick turnaround. 5.5 million, then sold for 3.5 million. Only 3.5 star potential at max. And then Orlando Mira had a potential of 4 stars tops. And we sold him for 7 million. We bought him for 7 million, sold him for 7 million. The only person that has been able to survive from the list that you see in front of you, Mateus Alonso, who is from Peñarol at 4-star potential. I love sniping Peñarol players. I've just dropped my pen. I'll have a little drink before we get into the outs, because the outs are massive. 568 million sold. And you look at all the players on loan, a few of them have got fees attached. 37 players out on loan. It's not bad, is it? Top of the list of sales, a player that you wouldn't think would cost that much for Manchester United. Ben Hastings has gone for £111 million. But what a summer he has just had. He was on loan to Huesca last season, I believe. He was on loan to Huesca, okay? But even though he was on loan to Huesca, England decided to play him in the international tournament that's just gone past. The European Championships. And not only did England win Italy in the final with 2 Martin Woodfine goals. Excellent summer for him as well, winning the Champions League with a winning goal and scoring twice in the European Championship finals. Incredible for Martin Woodfine. So Hastings was a part of that squad, but he won player of the fucking tournament. So I was thinking, oh shit, we got this. Obviously, he's going to be really good. His potential was set at 4.5 stars at that point. I was like, we have got a decent player here. He's probably going to have to be our second choice left winger, but he can't cross. That's a big problem. And then Manchester United were like, here's 111 million. At that point, you're like, oh, right, okay, well, that's fine then. Because he just doesn't fit. He's going to be a magnificent, glorious, unbelievable footballer, clearly. More glorious than what I thought he was going to be. In all honesty, I thought he was a bit of a dud when we signed him up from Leicester as Ben Bruce. I think it was. But we've made some significant money on him. And he seems like he's going to be the real deal. It just doesn't fit. He's a square peg in a round hole. Is that the phrase? I'm pretty sure it is. Matteo Tamarit just came at the wrong time, unfortunately. Just a group of super talented midfielders, and Tamarit wanted more game time. He's not natural as a centre mid. Obviously, he's amazing. There's no doubt in that. But eventually, you have to concede defeat. You can't play all of the players that you've got in the side. And Brian Ruiz, what a hero. Our Argentinian left winger moves to Manchester City for a measly 60 million, to be honest. I thought I was going to get more than that. But I felt like it was time to go to Oscar Gonzalez, because the comparison showed that Gonzalez was actually not that far off, like really not that far off, and he's still 21. So Gonzalez now is our first team left back. Tozer was about to be pushed up to first team duty, and then his potential fell off because, and this is mad, all right, since we changed the head of youth development about 4 years ago, the person who's been doing our team reports was our fucking fitness coach with 3 potential ability. And it just went right under the radar because the head of youth development was moved on, and you'd think that the new head of youth development would then take his place. No. It was pointed out by good friend Jozza, thank you ever so much, because there was a certain report that really sparked concerns from the inbox. And all of a sudden, it all unravelled. Our fitness coach was doing our player reports for a good amount of seasons, which shat me up a little bit. Anyway, I fixed it up and Tozer's potential dropped like a stone. We might have lost a couple of decent players because of that. We will only find out in the years to come. But we have reserves. Of course we have reserves if we want to bring certain players back. Tozer's gone anyway. And Tozer was nearly as much as Brian Ruiz, which is absolutely hilarious to me. Joseph Day was sold to Inter Milan, another a very, very promising midfielder. He was sold for 47 million. So Ruiz, 60 million. Toza, 55. Joseph Day, 47. Then you got Jan, interesting name, Jan Kolditz, going to Bayern Munich. The 21-year-old, more like an attacking midfielder. I know that he's natural as a midfielder, but he just doesn't have defensive stats. And when you're talking about like quality all-round midfielders like Kim and Calabrese and Boa and Ugarelli, like the list goes on and on and on. Kolditz, not going to get in there. 42.5 million. Decent little sale. Samuele Banchiri, it is another midfielder that we got rid of. This one was easy because he doesn't like big games. He's also injury prone. It's two big red flags that we can get rid of. Leon, though, £30 million for a player like that. It's not bad. Stuart going to Fenerbahce, just not as well rounded. Doesn't have the attacking. You can see most of these are midfielders. So we've really been trying to trim down in that position. There's just a shit ton of them. Likes his big matches, though. So Fenerbahce purchased him for £25 million. Brian Agini, he was is it Kosovan? The Kosovan centre-back. His potential had dropped down. We finally got a decent bidding from Wolfsburg, so thank you very much, Wolfsburg. I didn't think we were going to get £20 million for the lad. And it just keeps on going. Edson Rogerio, he's gone to Barcelona. 4-star potential, 23 years old. Didn't really want to get rid of him, but 23 is actually going to start slowing down in terms of growth. And then we have Emerson, another Brazilian centre-back, this time going to Manchester City. I was more happy getting rid of him because he only has 3.5-star potential ability. We got Oriol Cacho. Potential 4 stars, slightly injury prone. A huge amount of right wingers. 12.75 million might be an absolute steal in the end for Mönchengladbach. You know what? I believe that will be a steal. Heitor goes for only, £10 million to Napoli? 10 million. That's nothing. I'm a bit cheesed off about Manosos because finally we get a Greek in here. Greek centre back, big, yeah. Greece used to be sick when I was growing up in the 2002 Euros. Yeah, very defensive minded, but they won the competition for good reason. They used to be decent, and they've dropped off like a stone. And it would have been nice to have a really serious Greek defender. That's not happening. Paris Saint-Germain, 9.5 million on the transfer, and then Japan as well. It would be nice to get another Asian player in. It could have been Ricky Yokota, but that potential ain't great. So he's gone to Zenit St. Petersburg for 7.75 million, and the transfers keep going. Generoso. Cuccinello, he's a defender, come right back, 4-star potential. Manchester City biting our hands off for 7.75 million. That's actually a really good deal for them. Miro, as we've talked about, he's gone as soon as he came, to be honest. Juanpa, who I thought was going to be like wicked, the Colombian striker. Serious speed on him. He just didn't really amount to much, and now he's got a torn calf muscle at Paris Saint-Germain. Awful. That's awful to hear about. Bastian Schmidt, the Austrian centre mid, doesn't like is pretty injury prone. Likes his big matches actually. 3.5-star potential. I've been doing so well. Come on, keep it up. And Galvan we've talked about already. So in total it's £568 million. I'd be buzzing. I'd be buzzing right now, normally. I'm a bit cheesed off being the manager of Luxembourg at the moment because if you remember, we'd actually brought in a really good Luxembourg player in our youth intake last season. We'd finally done it. 2054 is the date, and we'd finally done it. A 5-star potential Luxembourg player that looks really good, and he's growing nicely and all that stuff. He declared for Portugal. I'm fuming. He hasn't played any youth team games for Portugal just yet. There is an option here to ask to represent nation, but as always, it's saying that he's unwilling to consider at this moment in time. We have got to pray to the fucking gods that we get this guy back on side of Luxembourg. The only silver lining is if he turns out good, it's a good job that he's defected rather than someone 20, 30 years down the line where Luxembourg actually have a chance of winning a World Cup or actually look decent. It's a good job that it's right now and not down the line. All right, and with all that done, time to look at the squad and then play the game. So this is the team. Diamonde has gone into the first team. Congratulations to him. I don't think we got rid of the other goalkeeper. I think we just let him out on loan so he's not absolutely annoyed. I think. Yes, Rubio is out on loan. Jesus, I nearly freaked out then. So yeah, Rubio's out on loan. Diamonde comes in, so Rubio stays happy. Keep monitoring their progress. Feis here really want some game time or not. We've actually given him a contract. That's wicked. He was really, really annoyed at some point last year, but we've given him a contract. So that has been resolved. Excellent. And then we got Gonzalez. And we got two Gonzalez. Of course we have, yep, John and Oscar Gonzalez. Ivandic, our first team goalkeeper. Kaikei's here. Kaikei nearly went for 170 odd million to Chelsea. I was so close to pressing the button, but the fact is, he's only 26. He would cause a lot of problems if we ever faced up against Chelsea. Kim is a monster, mate. I'm so glad that we took the risk on this guy. He had serious injury proneness. He was touted to join one of the bigger clubs. So I was like, okay, let's just make a profit. Boy, it's not even a profit-making system now. This is just a great player that I want to keep. He's so well-rounded in all of his stats. Absolutely disgraceful. Look at that. 16 off the ball, 18 positioning, 19 teamwork, 17 visioning, 18 work rate. He's one of the joke centre mids, but he's not as good as Ugarelli, which just shows you how good Ugarelli is. Bruno, who is going to be left back at some point, but we got a loan in from Hanover. Sick. My Ulu comes in. A midfielder that's so well rounded. Just needs to become natural further up the field. He could also become a wing-back, no doubt. He's got decent crossing. That is something I didn't even think about that. Go on, then. Oh, no, he's learning how to play midfield. Let's let him learn how to play midfield first, and then we'll think about making him a right-back eventually. Ongania is stupid. Absolutely busted. However, he's not an out-and-out goal-getter. I thought that he would score more at this point. Plezier is an amazing player. Robin, I mean, I could wax lyrical on all of these lads because they are the creation of something that we've been building up towards for a fucking long time. Sabatic, the Luxembourg captain, is in here, of course. Saidi, Ugarelli. We didn't even talk about Saidi. This is how good the centre mids have been. Jesus Christ. We don't even talk about a lad like this. And all of this, Ugarelli's a joke. All of this, and then you got this lad coming through. No doubt he's going to play centre mid. Because Savo Saran's got the left-hand side on lockdown. He's not gonna disrupt Savo Saran, isn't he? So he's going to have to disrupt one of these midfielders. Will it be the moment where Ugarelli moves on and we bring in Marquez? Jesus, mate. The wheel's insane. He's so good. 20 vision. The greens on his mentals. The greens on his phys. It's just a glorious thing to look at. Warner. And then obviously Big Boy Woodfine, who had the most amazing of summers. Agresta. Just lost out. Boa. Calabrese. Savo Saran Ballon d'Or winner and could be going for another Ballon d'Or. Not even joking. Axel Claude there. Then we got Mamadou Diamonde. And we're back to the start. Savo Saran has got the most goals at the moment with 20. So it looks like... Oh, that is not what I wanted to see. That is... That's just a list of numbers. Savo Saran, top goal scorer, which means that he probably is on course for another Ballon d'Or. He's a very different type of winger to what Paradiso was. Paradiso, creative. But now that we've learnt him, trained him on how to shoot and that, he's become a monster. Love it. Absolutely love him coming off that wing, winning headers, scoring tap-ins. Big player. And if he keeps on going like this, and if Ongania doesn't decide to get his scoring boots totally on, he's obviously scoring goals, but not at the rate of Saran. Then the Ballon d'Or's his for a long time. Fixtures, Champions League. We're back in the Champions League, of course. We will keep concentrating on Titus Pétange and the build of the other Luxembourg clubs for as long as we possibly can. And then we'll intertwine Luxembourg fixtures in. You'll notice the thumbnails change whenever we like concentrate on Luxembourg in a certain episode. But it will only be when it's a significant Luxembourg match. Because there's a lot of time left until we're going to be decent in the World Cup. We are currently second here because I remember, we played Manchester City and I'm pretty sure our new left-back got sent off in that match. Let's give it a little look. Lost 2-1 to Manchester City. No, it was Ugarelli who just got straight up sent off after 10 minutes. Nice one, Ugarelli. Nice one. So even the great Ugarelli loses his shit from time to time. He is still key player. Madness. Crack on. So we've got some catching up to do in this group stage, but I think we'll be fine. We only lost 2-1 to Manchester City with 10 men through 80 minutes of the game. Let's go. Is there anybody who really... Kim, I don't really want to see angry again, so let's put him into the central midfield. I think they were putting Romelu there anyway, which is wrong. Romelu is a forward. How many times do I have to tell my staff that Romelu is a forward? It will soon be the end of the stadium if it is to be a 20-year rule. Oh, and Savo Saran scored. How about that? Yeah, within 2 minutes. That is it. I've been playing with Blackburn on a little network save the last few hours, and just to see that amount of quality immediately is a very refreshing thing. Ugarelli back to Kaike. Plezier going to skip past this wing back like he's not even there. Drills the ball in. That looks like a penalty, and it absolutely is. We are 2 years away. Or 2 Champions League wins. It can't be 2 years. We can't be that confident. But we are 2 Champions League wins away from levelling up the record amount of Champions League victories by a club at 15. Real Madrid and Liverpool are there. Titus Pétange on their fucking way. It is also a couple of years until this stadium potentially gets moved on. We plan for a future with a bigger capacity. I'll let you guys in the comment section suggest stadium names. How about, what stadium name would you like to give it? At that point, to be honest, when the stadium is done, we might have Ugarelli not retired. Sorry. By the time the stadium is done, if it is a 20-year wait, Ugarelli might be moved on, and then it might be Ugarelli's stadium to be renamed after. I don't know. Obviously, we've had Park Paradiso. Have we had a legend as as close to Paradiso. No, not at all. And Savo Serrana's knocked it in. Surely that's onside. Savo Serran's definitely onside. Pulled it back. Can't be offside from pullback. And the goal has been awarded. It's Savo Serran with 3-0 up after 9 minutes. Bit of praise is needed. Congratulations, lad, for belting the living shit out of Sparta Prague. Agresta to Gonzalez. Kim to Robin. And that is 4-0. This is emphatic. Jesus, lads. Out of this world. 6 shots. 4 have gone in. On the 20th minute. There's a good thing with Pfizer as well. He can play on the left-hand side. That looked like maybe a penalty. Might have gone down a bit soft. It's nice press. Really nice press. Not giving them any moment's peace. They'll have to play hero ball from the midfield to try and get something over the top of our defenders. Pfizer, Fisa. It might be Fisa, actually. Serran. Oh, my goodness, he might have could have had a hat-trick within 22 minutes. Why have I pressed encourage? Too much Blackburn in me. Don't encourage the lads that are 4-0 up, you idiot. Praise. That's what I meant to do, boys. Well done, lads. Man City are up 2-0. Josemi's just scored for them. See, like, Ongania here was he scored a penalty. He's not there at the receiving end of an open play chance. He's creating more than he is scoring. The wingers are driving into the box every given opportunity. It's very exciting play. That looks like it's 5-0 with Axel Robin scoring his second. It's a nice little piece of control. Over the top, John Gonzalez. Let's make it 6. Let's make it 6. Dylan Plezier with the lob ball. And, it's party time here. Give him praise. 60th minute, we could make a substitution. It's Serran. Try and get a hat-trick there. Ongania trying to slide in. Axel Robin on the outside, working on the outside. Gadiel Kim tries to go to the front post with the shot. It's nicely stopped. Let's have Axel Claude. Martin Woodfine can come on. Ongania a little bit of a disappearing act. And Sabotage for the Luxembourg contingent. You know, bring on a Luxembourg lad. 21 shots, 13 on target. Make that 14. Sparta Prague, thank you for coming. Oh, they've actually shot. Yes. Go on, boys. Amazing from you, Sparta Prague. Ugarelli to Kim. Claude just nods it on to the goalkeeper, who allows his team a little bit of a breather. But it might come straight back to them. Indeed it will. Indeed it will. Kai K over to Claude. Fisa trying to release the winger. Kim through. That is one hell of a pass. It's onside. I don't even know what the referee's doing. I'm pretty sure he's onside with the centre-backs. The wing-back was pushed up. Goal disallowed. He was offside. Fair enough. Fair enough. Claude offside by a whisker. Oof. And I got that wrong. The wing-back was the deepest, not the centre-backs. So that was just a poor call from me. Yes, Robin scored a hat-trick. And now it's 7-0. We'll be flying in to the Champions League knockout rounds. Robin goes over. Ugarelli can't get connection. Claude tries a swinger. I wonder if Manchester City's game is next. Because if it is, we might want to watch that one as well. Because we might have confirmed qualification here. We definitely haven't confirmed. Oh my goodness! 8-0 Titus Pétange! We haven't confirmed top of the group stage because of the Man City loss. And still we go. There is a faint chance of a double-figure scoreline by the end of this. Over the top to Axel Robin, and it's 9-0 Titus Pétange. This has been a performance of very, very high standards. 2 added minutes. It's going to be 9-0. Sparta Prague defend for their lives in the last couple of seconds to make sure it doesn't get that embarrassing. That was some serious work. Look at the stay goal difference. Yeah, great goal difference there, to be honest, lads. So we must have battered Sparta Prague in the last game as well. Where are they? So we beat them 7-0 away and then 9-0 at home. Yikes. Yikes. Couple of free transfers from our under-18s. Players that are just not going to amount to much. I say that, much. His potential definitely wasn't 3.5 stars when I got rid of him. If he was 3.5 stars, I wouldn't have got rid of him in the first place. All right. Let's have a look at the fixtures. If it's Man City... Yeah, sorry. Man City is the final game of the group stage. So I'm going to call this episode here. Obviously, we're going to qualify. But we'll have to see if we qualify top of the group or not top of the group. Technically, we haven't qualified yet, which is stunning. But you know what's to come. We'll beat Rangers. We'll probably beat Manchester City. And we'll probably finish top of the group. Is it home? Oh yeah, it's home against Manchester City as well. Bro, they could only beat us 2-1 away from home. And we had 10 men for 80 minutes of it. We've won football. We've won football. Nailed it, mate. A lot of players out on loan, as you'd expect. Few players that we weren't able to secure. Tamir Farouk might be a bit annoyed by the end of the season. Another just insane centre mid. We'll have to find out. We got a German winger / forward. No, we'll have to call him a winger. He can't cross. Sorry, we're gonna have to call him a forward because he can't cross. Fair enough. Yeah, he's very unhappy already. Requested to leave. We need to sort it out. We get prepared to move into a new stadium. I'm very, very excited. Looking forward to that. Hopefully the new stadium is about £50,000. 50,000. I mean, 50. If it was £50,000, I wouldn't fucking... I wouldn't say no to £50,000 stadium costs. It's going to be a lot of stadium costs, obviously, but 50,000 capacity would be great with an expansion of about 70 to 80. Would do me fine. Anything less, I'd be very worried. Although it'd still be more manageable than what we've got right now. It was just a bad decision to make a stadium that early on. Wasn't it, bored? Or to have as little expansion capacity as we have currently. All right, sound. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.